Welcome to my YouTube video. My name is Laura. In this video, I'm going to share with you a super quick self-care tip that will take you hardly any time, and it will definitely help if your legs and feet are tired. So if you've spent a long time in the kitchen, or you've been shopping, or you had a really big workout and you need to help your legs, this will do it. Now, I always start with a foot massage. I love foot massages. It is such an easy way to take care of yourself, and it's a great way to get essential oils into your body. So I always keep a little bit of oil just in a dropper bottle, carrier oil, by the side of my bed, and this is empty, not empty, it's got oil in it, but there's no essential oils in it because then I can add whatever essential oil I feel like I need that day. So what I'll do is just take a couple of drops into my hand, and then I choose the essential oil that I want. Now don't worry if you don't have essential oils, you can just use a carrier oil, olive oil, coconut oil, jojoba, avocado, nothing fancy. Just as something you would cook with is just fine. But if you do have oils, my favorite blends right now for foot massage are Young Living Essential Oils, Valor, which helps build courage, and it also, I joke, it calms the crazies. You know, if you're, when you have the monkey mind where you think you need to be doing this, you should be doing that, you should be doing that, oh my gosh, I really should have done that. Those are the crazies. It reins the crazies in and grounds them in your feet, so it helps you sleep. So it's a really nice thing to do before bed for sure. Another one I really love is Sacred Mountain. Very grounding oil, very grounding, so great to do on your feet when you're trying to ground yourself from the day. Now, finally, I also like an oil called PanAway, and PanAway is more if your feet are hurting. If you walk, they're really tired, you walked a lot or something, and you need to give the muscles in your feet specifically a lot of love. That's a nice one. Okay, so you're gonna rub your hands together, and then go ahead and rub the oil into your feet. You can put a towel underneath them if you don't want to get oil on your bed. And you might want to have a pair of socks nearby so you can put your socks on before we do the yoga pose we're going to do in a moment. All right, now grab one of your feet and you're going to put your fingertips through the toes. If you have really tight toes, just do your fingertips. If your feet are a little bit more open, you can go ahead and go all the way to the root of your fingers. You're going to take your other hand and hold firmly on to the ankle. Now, if you're really tight and you can't bring that foot over to the other knee, that's okay. Just use a pillow and rest on the pillow. You can put a towel under the pillow if you need to make sure that oil doesn't get on the pillow. Now, what we're going to do is gently rotate the toes. You're going to keep the foot steady, so all I'm moving are my toes. Change direction and just keep breathing. Watch yourself. The shoulders creep up sometimes. You start to hold the breath. You want to relax those shoulders down and make sure you're breathing. Then you're going to take your thumbs and you're going to stroke from your heel all the way out and squeeze the toes and then flick the energy away. So we're just going to press on the feet. And you can massage through the arch a little bit. There's sometimes extra stuff in the arch. Needs a little extra love. And just flick the energy away. Doesn't that feel good? It's amazing. Okay, next you are going to squeeze your heel. So you're actually going to pinch the heel, kind of pinch it, like squeeze it, and then right off the back. Just stimulates your heel a little bit. Good. And then as best you can, hold the leg, rotate the ankle, change direction. It's amazing how a little bit of joint work can really change how your body feels. And then flex the foot, and you can pull back on the toes if you want, and point, and you can pull down on the toes. Just make sure you don't sickle the foot. I want it coming straight down from the knee, so you're not turning those toes in. And then flex one more time both ways. And point. Just for a second, bring your legs out and just take a breath and feel the difference between your feet and your legs. You might even see that there's a different color in your feet because we've changed the circulation in your feet. This also brings energy or prana, your chi, down your legs. So you might actually feel that there's a difference between the legs. The one you rub will feel a little bit more open and relaxed and like you're aware of it, and the other one will feel a little bit more asleep, if you will. All right, let's change sides. Grabbing the other foot, start by lacing the fingers between the toes. Again, just the fingertips if your toes are tight. Go all the way to the root if you can. Use the other hand to hold the arch firmly, and then just gently rotate the toes and breathe. And then change direction, other way. Now, are your shoulders up? Let your shoulders go. Make sure you're breathing. And then you're going to take your thumbs and stroke the sole of the foot. Really push hard and massage into that arch if you want. Grab your toes and flick the energy away. I do this foot massage most nights before I go to bed. It's amazing how much better I sleep when I've done it. Especially when I've added oils to it, it makes a big difference. The feet are a great place to bring oils into the body because they have large pores. If you've ever rubbed your foot with garlic and then you're able to taste it about 20 minutes later, it's because that garlic has gotten into your bloodstream. So it's a good way to get oils into your system too. Okay, now squeeze the heel. You're pinching right off the back side, stimulating that heel. Shoulders are relaxed, still breathing. And then you're going to bring the leg up and rotate the ankle one direction and then go the other. And then flex the foot, and you can draw back on the toes and point and draw down on the toes and then flex and point. All right, the next pose we're going to do is called Viparita Karani, or feet up the wall. It is a mild inversion. And I'm sharing that with you because if you do have high blood pressure or issues with your eyes, where pressure in your eyes would be an issue, this is not a pose for you. What we're going to do is take our feet literally up the wall, hence the name, and we're going to do some variations while we're there. So I made myself a little space by my bed. Go ahead and get up. What you want to do is take your hip next to the wall, and then you just turn and let your feet go up the wall. If you can get your sit bones against the wall, that's great, but it's not necessary. So don't worry, especially if you're tight in the hamstrings, you might need to be away from the wall a little bit. And we're just going to start by relaxing. Your hands can be on your belly, they can be overhead, they can be down by your side, whatever feels comfortable for you and whatever you have room for on your bed is just fine. So just take a few breaths right here, letting your body begin to relax and soften, letting your legs relax. You can be in this pose for as long as you want, up to even 20 minutes or so, as long as you feel comfortable. If your feet begin to grow uncomfortably asleep, you can just bring the knees into the chest, and then when you feel comfortable again, bring the legs back up. So let's do our first variation. You're going to cross the right ankle just above the knee. And as you slide the left heel down the wall, you're going to be bending the knee, which will take you deeper into the pose. So you want that ankle actually on the thigh. I know above or below the knee is a little confusing when you're upside down. So you want the ankle just above the knee on the thigh. Keep that right ankle flexed and make sure you can't see the sole of the foot. If you can see the sole of the foot, you're sickling the ankle, and we don't want to do that. Keep it flexed. And then just allow yourself to relax. Let gravity do the work here. And you just keep softening and letting go. Breathe. Feel the stretch in the hip. Allow yourself to relax and release more and more. And then slowly take that left heel up the wall again. Release your right leg. And we'll slowly go to the other side. Cross the left ankle just above the knee. And then bending the knee. That right knee, slowly sliding that right heel down the wall. Keeping that left ankle flexed so you can't see the sole of your foot. Left hip is relaxed. Breathe. And then slowly release, slide the right heel up, release that left ankle, back up to feet up the wall. Just take a few breaths here. We'll do one more variation. Now go ahead and bend the knees. Feet on the wall. And you're going to take the knees out to the side as you bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. And you can place the hands on the knees or keep them resting down by your side. Just allow yourself to relax. Let gravity do the work here. And then very slowly bring the knees together. Give them a hug. And then roll over to one side. And just take a moment on your side, letting the blood acclimate a little bit. And then slowly press up with your top hand and come up to sitting. Feels good, doesn't it? And again, you can feel free to hold that really for as long as you're comfortable. 20 minutes or so is fine. And it's a lovely thing to do just before bed. All right, thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you know the next time that I put a video out. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Namaste.